We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Here we go. Go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Giants in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Don't jump. Ready? Go. West side, zip. Hey, Ken, go. Out, let's go. You got a mini, all right?
Fields now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, oh, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Shuck. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 2nd-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing, Shuck. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. They give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. To throw now, Shuck. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Shuck. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Loose inside the 30. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 21-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. That's caught at the 1. And he is in to make it 16-0. Touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. last play of the quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Two yards to go, second down. Shuck now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Third down, Shuck from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. They will throw again, Shuck. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll go play action with Shuck. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throw there going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And that is no good. And this will remain a 23-point deficit.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Fields. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10. Here we go. 38-yard line. 319.
Fields going to change things up here.
Angel. Yep.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, Ken, here we go. West right, sit. Turbo, sir. Out. Right.
Now it's Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead.
Here we go, sir. Out. Right.
Fields trying to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Giants 29, Eagles nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now Shuck. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. They go play action here with Shuck. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the air again. Here's Shuck. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 44 yards. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Justin Fields, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his pass incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw is Shuck. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Throwing, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about it.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 59 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Now field, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Fields changing the play. You got a mini base. Why not? Hey, Ken, all right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants just continue to roll. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
331. Right.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
19 Tiger.
In motion right is Smith. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Oh, and a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Shuck. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what you have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Play action. Shuck. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
This has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shuck now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. To throw is Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 yards. And first down.
Here we go. Good.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go. Punch. Tonight.
They'll give the Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually they have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Green 19, just attack. That's right.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Right 35. Don't jump. Ready? Blue 58. Blue 58. Start. Angel.
Now Fields going to move them around. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Green 19, just attack. Tonight.
They run it again with Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
222. Hey, can I?
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On play action, Shock. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL. NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. 58, go.
On third down, here's Williams. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Cooper to Gene on the tackles. Gene.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.